guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Okay, so these are collective readings. They're not going to resonate with everybody, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. So what does my collective need to know? Okay, so we've got withdrawal. You are moving on past those who have issues with you. It no longer matters to you. Okay, so moving on past those who have issues, and spiritual bath, cleansing, spiritual protection. So take a spiritual bath to break curses and remove any negative vibes that have been sent your way. So breaking all hexes and curses. There is somebody who's got some sort of ill intentions and obsession and harmless. Okay, so we've got someone is so obsessed with you to the point where they cannot stop thinking about you. So somebody is so obsessed with you and obsessed with doing spell work. Okay, they just want to get in your energy field. Okay, so you may have some sort of remnants of somebody who is obsessed with you. We've got harmless. Someone has ill thoughts towards you, but there's nothing they can physically or spiritually do about it. But they keep trying. They keep trying. Okay? There's been a lot of binding spells. Someone is using spell work to keep you from using your personal power. So it's somebody who wants to believe that they're more stronger and more powerful than you, but they're doing a lot of spell work. It could be somebody who is linked to a cult or a coven. So we've got backfire. Dark energy sent your way will be turned back on the sender, a failed attempt. So they've been sending a lot of dark energy and they are playing the victim. Somebody who is playing the victim all the time. So they could be doing some sort of dark energy and spell work to get you to like mention them or message them or be pulled or drawn towards them with some sort of pulling on energy. We've got pity party. Someone is going through tough times and wants you to experience the same thing. So there's a lot of pulling on masculine or feminine's energy, where somebody who is obsessed with your energy, obsessed with your life, obsessed with wanting to know everything you are doing, they're always doing curses and trying to create some sort of blockages. So we've got family curse. Someone is using magic to place generational curses on you and your family. This could even be if you have child or children. This could be the child or children's mother or father who is doing this. This could be a family member, like an ex-friends, okay, co-workers. They want you to keep experiencing injustice after injustice. And I'm getting that they don't believe in karma. Okay? But every time they attack you, they always get instant karma. But they don't think it's because of what they've been doing. Two of Wands in reverse. They want you to be powerless. This is what it's all about. Six of Wands in reverse. It's a false victory. They want you to be powerless. It's somebody who wants to believe that they are more stronger and more powerful than you. But with the Nine of Wands in reverse, they want you to let your guard down and let them back in. Okay? This is somebody who wants to get back into your energy field. They want you to let your guard down, get back into your energy field, and is persistent with the Knight of Pentacles. Persistently, yes, the swords, that's the truth. And Page of Pentacles can also speak about corruption, okay? They're always wanting to do corrupt things, illegal things, and get away with that. And they want to play the victim, okay? And they're using masculine or feminine's energy to try and manifest off. So they want to be able to manifest new beginnings. This is why masculine or feminine wants access to your energy field, okay? They think that they should avoid judgment. And then we've got Hierophant in reverse, or the Falls there. So this could be somebody who is linking to a corrupt government organisation, okay? A corrupt church. This is somebody who is linking to some sort of a cult or a coven, who thinks that they should be able to get away with everything and avoid judgment. So somebody who thinks they are above the law. Yeah, they want to be seen as like the beast. They want to be seen as all strong and powerful. Yet they don't want to face judgment for anything what they have done. With the King of Pentacles, they're very materialistic. So they're very materialistic. They're all about the money. King of Wands in reverse. They're very ruthless. Could be a warlock, obviously, with some sort of spell work. Could be witchy, warlock, cult, or coven. King of Wands in reverse. They're very ruthless. And this could be with Emperor in reverse. This could be like a father figure. Someone who wants to be seen as some sort of a leader. They want to be seen as like the beast. They could have been making deals with the devil for money, materialistic things. Three of Cups in reverse. They could have tried to start some sort of malicious gossip. Also, scapegoating, playing the victim. This is somebody who's got proper victim mentality, but they keep causing further and further injustice. And with this pity party, they want people to feel sorry for them and what they are going through, okay? But they're not speaking the truth, okay? They like to start malicious gossip. They want to be seen as all strong and powerful, but they don't want to face judgment for what they've done and what they keep doing because they think they're above the law. They don't want masculine or feminine to be in a public eye, okay? They don't want masculine or feminine to be a healed, become a healer, become inspirational, okay? It's a source, that's the truth. They don't want masculine or feminine to be a star, to be a healer. They want that for themselves. And with the Ten of Cups in reverse, they're very dysfunctional. It's a very dysfunctional family. So it could be like brotherhood or sisterhood, okay? But it does seem to be like masculine and feminine energy in this card. Eight of Swords in reverse, that's them binding spells, what they have been doing, but masculine or feminine is now broken free from these binding spells. They try to have masculine or feminine in some sort of a mental entrapment, and with the Nine of Cups in reverse, was probably doing some sort of dream magic. An absolute nightmare of a cult or a coven who wants to be seen as strong. And they always want masculine or feminine's prosperous energy. That Ace of Pentacles always want the money, what is coming towards masculine or feminine, because they're always lacking, okay? Four of Cups. And with the Knight of Wands, they're lacking passion. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, they don't want to have to work hard for what they have, so they're involved in a lot of sneaky behaviour. I can't even make it up. Seven of Swords in reverse. Sneaky, deceptive, underhanded behaviour. Four of Wands in reverse could be hometown, somebody who masculine or feminine used to live with at some point. They don't want masculine or feminine to be able to move forward. They love malicious gossip. They love to with this Hierophant in reverse, and then the Strength card and the King of Pentacles, because they're very materialistic, they've been going to some sort of a cult or a coven, okay, and they have been making deals with the darkness because they don't want to have to work hard for what they have. They want to stalk, they want to spy, they want to steal, they want to keep coming back in and taking that prosperity. They're absolutely ruthless. So much corruption, so much injustice, time and time again. And because they've got away with it for so long, they keep doing it over and over again to multiple people. So in this cult or coven, if you walk away from any of these masculine or feminine energies with the Queen of Wands in reverse, all they do is do a lot of spell work, and they think that they can avoid judgment because all they do is spread malicious gossip, okay? They recruit haters. They want you to let your guard down, okay? Let that, let your wall down. Like, don't keep building up a wall so you let somebody in. But I am getting with the way this cult or coven works, anyone who's sent towards masculine or feminine is from a cult or a coven, and they're under judgment. 10-10. And then the moon card, they're linking to some sort of a secret society with a hanged man who like to sacrifice people. So they like to sacrifice people. If you walk away from them, if you dare to leave them, they will sacrifice you. 9 of Pentacles for some sort of financial stability, and they want to manifest abundance of masculine or feminine energy. With the Devil card in reverse, very masculine or feminine could have left this relationship, left this group, like left this friends group, left somebody who lives in a hometown and or a friends group, and they don't like that. They want to control, but masculine or feminine is not to be controlled. 3 of Swords in reverse. They're very depressed, they're very low vibrational, and they do nothing but lie. Very depressed, very low vibrational, but we've got angelic protection. 11-11. You've got angelic protection. They're lacking prosperity from the divine, so they always want to take that passion away. They don't want to see your passion ignite. They don't want to see you gain balance. They don't want to see you be at peace in a harmonious type of energy. They're very passionate about knocking masculine or feminine out of balance. They don't like masculine or feminine having dreams or goals, okay, because they've probably got no dreams or goals of themselves. Their only dreams or goals is to keep stealing, making deals with darkness, doing hexes, doing curses, stalking and spying. 10 of Cups. They will never be emotionally fulfilled, okay? They will never have financial stability because they cannot control their finances, okay? They're always trying to look to see what masculine or feminine has coming in. Alright, so they could be going to other readers. Okay, 9 of Wands are in a player type of energy. They like to play a lot of games. They want this destiny for themselves. 2 of Swords in reverse, we're seeing through that. With the moon in the background, they've been doing a lot of moon magic. They've been doing a lot of moon magic, okay? And they are trying to hex anyone who's giving some sort of like good messages, okay? They're trying to do a lot of hexes, curses, a lot of backstabbing, because they don't want you to have some sort of good message coming towards you. 5 of Cups in reverse, there's a lot of cloaking in masculine or feminine's energy. The Lovers in reverse, it could be linking to an ex. They don't want you to have any good messages, any good feedback, any good compliments. The Star card in reverse, they want to try and keep you unhealed with the World in reverse in a toxic environment or a persistent toxic negative cycle with them, okay? And they want everyone to pity them and feel sorry for them. So they've probably been doing feel sorry for me spells. 8 of Cups. Could have walked away from this masculine or feminine, and they want other people to feel sorry for them, and they're playing the victim. Whilst they keep trying to sacrifice masculine or feminine. Feel sorry for them whilst they keep trying to sacrifice masculine or feminine and throwing spell work around all willy-nilly. The Sun card. So that has been brought to the light. They've been caught out, okay, by the divine, and they've also, with the Justice card, they've been caught out by the justice system. They could be 14-14, playing happy families, okay? Could be with High Priestess. You don't have to be a High Priestess, but they could be going to other readers to see what is coming on in. Also, they don't want you to listen to your intuition. And they could be going to readers, okay? And if any reader has any good messages, they get mad with these readers and they'll start hexing and cursing other readers, alright? Because they want nothing but bad messages to come out in the cards. 5 of Wands, that masculine or feminine is constantly in some sort of drama, in some sort of battles, because this coven, this cult, they view you as competition and they're always on the attack. Always on the attack, okay? We've got Empress, so it could be birthing new beginnings, new ideas, building some sort of an empire. If you are a masculine, they don't want you to get in tune with your divine feminine and balance your masculine and feminine energies. They want you to be out of whack. They want you to be out of whack. Six of Cups, this is someone from childhood, someone from past. Someone from childhood, someone from past who was heartbroken that you walked away and you left them. So they want to play, yeah, look, I can't even make it up. Heartbroken that you walked away, you left them, and they just can't get over it. It's really ruined their ego, so they've been stalking, spying, bringing drama and doing nothing but play games. Ever since you walked away, that's all they've done. Because they want to drag you back on in, okay? Keep playing games, keep coming on with the attack, okay? Have you outnumbered and have witches and warlocks battling, 16, battling against you, okay? Seven of Wands in reverse. They don't want you to stand up for yourself either. They definitely don't want you to be in your Queen of Cups mode, okay? Loving yourself, alright? They want you to be in the Ten of Wands, in the upright, feeling stressed, burdened. They don't want you to be like free from stress. They don't want you to be in this loving energy, and they definitely do not want to see you offer your cup of love to anybody. They want you to be in a loveless relationship. Yeah, they want you to be blocked from love. They want you to always be mad and angry with what they're doing, okay? Not loving yourself and blocked off from loving yourself or anybody else. They've been doing a shit ton of black magic. So if you're masculine, they don't want you to get with an Empress, okay? If you are a feminine, they don't want you to be in your Empress energy where you can embody all the queens in the deck. And they definitely, with the Page of Cups, they do not want to see you have a child with anybody else. And we've got Queen of Swords in reverse. This could be a Libra, Gemini or Aquarius. Somebody may want to apologise. Somebody who's like been trying to beg, okay, to get you back. They're trying to beg like other witches and warlocks how they can get you back. With the Six of Pentacles, they've literally been begging other people to do spell work, to help have them be back in your life. But why would anyone want to be with someone like that? Yeah, so they've been having people, they've been begging other people, and other people have just been feeling sorry for them because 1818, they're an emotional manipulator and they can put the tears on and they like to play victim. So they've been begging other readers, like other dark witches, other dark warlocks, a way to get masculine or feminine back, looking on in to that destiny. And if any of these readers look on in and say that you are in like a balanced type of energy, okay, you are focusing on bringing balance and peace, harmony, okay, prospering and loving yourself, they pop on off and they do black magic, okay, and they also do mental magic, and they try and block any relationship work, okay, any blockages they can create, work, okay, mental blockages, make masculine or feminine angry, so then it looks like masculine or feminine is just 1919, up and down. Four of Swords, they want masculine or feminine in some sort of isolation on your own. They want to see you on your own and no one coming towards you with any romantic love offer whatsoever, because they will soon come on out, them and the pals, them and the coven, them and the cult, them and their family members, and bring conflicts. Nightmare, Nine of Cups. That's just what relationships in the rest. That's just all they do. Then we've got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the 6 of Wands. They've either took some sort of wealth and they've been trotting around acting all successful, or they're trying to take some sort of generational wealth, and that's why masculine or feminine could be in some sort of isolation. They don't want you to work and they don't want it to come to light. 5 of Swords in reverse surrounding these conflicts and what all this drama, this chaos and all these battles has been about. It's all been about the money. It's all been about control. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It's all been about the money. So there could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius involved. It's a sword, that's the truth. It's all been about the money. But I did say in the beginning that they are always about the money. They're very materialistic. They want to be seen as all strong and powerful. They've been making deals with the darkness, a corrupt government organisation, a corrupt church, coven, cult, okay? With dark witches, dark warlocks who get ruthless with that spell work, and they have no remorse whatsoever because they've been doing this for so long and they've been getting away with it. Constant injustice after injustice, and they keep getting away with it. But I'm getting that they're being caught out by the justice system. Nothing but black bloody magic. The Tower card in reverse, they're trying to drain masculine or feminine of their energy, okay? Or their bank accounts could be getting shut down, okay? Power transference. You've either given up your personal power or someone has taken it from you. So your personal power, your energy, they want it all for themselves because they want to be seen as more powerful than they have been inspired. Someone is using divination tools to pry into your personal life for their advantage. And if it comes out in a card, masculine or feminine is doing well, there's some sort of love offer, alright. Masculine or feminine is loving themselves, building themselves up, healing themselves, okay, bringing balance and got prosperity coming towards them. Do they come out with attacks? Do they come out with attacks, chaos, drama, okay? Start sneaky, launching financial attacks. Doing SEX magic. Someone is doing SEX spell work to win SEXual control over you. And they've been doing love binding spells. Someone is working to have you soul tied to them. So they always want to be a part of your life. They don't ever want to see you move forward, okay? They don't ever want to see you do well. They want to be seen as successful, but everything they have is through some sort of robbery or theft. And they're trying to cover their backs and cover their tracks by doing black magic. Cover the backs, cover the tracks, doing black magic, dark energy work, throwing it around willy-nilly, but they have no protection, okay? They have no protection, so this could be why they're trying to cloak themselves in masculine or feminine's energy, because they know you have some sort of angelic protection and prosperous energy. They know that they are lacking passion in their own world, okay? So they want you to lack passion. So they're very passionless about working to build some like wealth up. They're just passionate because they think that they can just trot on in and take some wealth for themselves because they think that they have some sort of rights. That is actually what they think. They always think that they have some sort of rights. They want you to be on a persistent cycle where it's just nothing but a bloody nightmare trying to get away, okay? And trying to work, trying to be happy, but they don't want to see that. So whichever line of work that you do, they don't want to see you being successful. But someone could be working behind the scenes to bring it to light, surrounding an ex. Hermit in reverse. They can no longer access your energy, okay? They've got no like spiritual knowledge, they've got no spiritual protection, but they have been trying to cloak themselves in masculine or feminine energy with this power transference. They want this power, okay? And they want to be seen as a victim. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. They're going to lose their financial stability. They're going to lose their financial stability. Everything what they have is from stolen money. They're going to lose it all. Too arrogant to say sorry is on the bottom of the deck, because they think they're above the law. They don't apologise for anything what they do wrong. Paid for love potions on your counterpart. So they could have done a reading, paid for a reading, and then it said masculine or feminine has like some sort of romantic connection coming towards them. So they are doing love potions, alright? And all these people from cults or covens are locking and zoning into your divine counterpart. Oh my lord. Could be linking to a killer cult. I mean, if they are sacrificing people in this like secret cult or coven, it is a killer cult. And they're under judgment. There's been a lot of internet, like technology hacking, okay, accounts, phones, okay, social media. Paying children to do their dirty work, okay, so it could be paying children to spy, lie, spread malicious rumours, gossip, linking to a motorcycle club. They wanted your wealth for drugs, called the police and filed false reports, paid for a reading on you and they got angry. They've been paying for teeth hacks. They want you to love them again. And then we've got exposed occult. They didn't know they were being watched. So they really thought that they was above the law, alright? They didn't think anybody would even dare investigate them, okay? They thought that they was just absolutely above the law, and they are being exposed. So they didn't know that they was being watched, and it's a church coven. So we've got a church coven and a killer cult what's connected to each other in some way, shape or form, and their bank account's going to get shut down because they've been money laundering, racketeering, some sort of 28 embezzlement. So, and then energy harvesting off you, I can't make it up. And in this killer cult, they do wills, okay? They do fake wills. They do destiny swaps, they energy harvest, they perform rituals, okay? They sacrifice, alright? They want to keep it a secret. Oh my lord. Fail to sacrifice you. And they're all in bed with each other. So this cult and coven is actually well connected because they're all in bed with each other. We've got hospital magic, backfired. So they went masculine or feminine to be locked up in some sort of a mental hospital, 29, okay, or a physical hospital with some sort of physical health problems. So either physical or mental health hospital. Emails have been hacked. And it's money motivated moves, yet they want masculine or feminine back. Oh my lord. So we'll have to sell their home they bought with stolen money. And they bought a car and then crashed. Someone in this connection has smashed half the police force for protection. And they're trying to block masculine or feminine's destiny because they don't want it to be coming to light. Surrounding them, all working together, okay, to block some sort of destiny because they want it for themselves. They want this prosperous destiny for themselves, and it is to do with money. Okay, that's why accounts are getting shut down, and they have spent some of this stolen money on drugs, and they probably got raided. It says that they've got the bank accounts being shut down. They've been hacking emails. Okay, they've been paying anyone they can to block destiny, and even paying child or children to file false reports to give them some sort of money under the table or some sort of clout from family members, friends, or from people from these cults or covens. Which is just ridiculous. So they do a lot of energy work, 8 of Pentacles and a Sun card, like there's a child there. They do a lot of this energy work on children as well. And with this killer cult and coven, masculine or feminine, since a child, okay, could have been surrounded by dark witches and dark warlocks. Detective is watching you. So surrounded by dark witches, dark warlocks, killer coven. So it's a killer cult and it's a killer coven. I can't make it up. A church leader is about to get arrested. All they do is talk bad about you, and they play the victim. So always bad mouthing, 3 of Cups in reverse, always malicious gossip. They never have anything good to say, alright? Never have a positive word to say, yet they want you back and they want you to love them again. Because they want you to be in a negative relationship, a negative toxic environment with this wild card in reverse. A repetitive cycle of being surrounded by toxic people, and they've been paying for mental magic. They are poisoning the herb and the drugs, okay? And they are trying to delay some sort of justice. And they could have tried to humiliate you for speaking the truth, alright? Because they like to ridicule people who are speaking out about them, and they like to play the victim. So if masculine or feminine ever got mad or angry with what they're doing, they like to ridicule, they like to humiliate for speaking the truth. They like to do mental magic and be like, don't listen to them, don't listen to them, don't listen to them, because they don't want their cult or coven to be exposed. But they have many, many victims, because you cannot leave any of these in a relationship type of way, whether that be ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, a mother or a father, okay? Because there's mother and father energies, alright, in these cults or coven. You can't walk away, because all they will do is nothing but obsess about trying to get you back and doing love spells, and they've collaborated together out of jealousy. So collaboration against you out of jealousy. They've done this out of jealousy. They've gone to some sort of a corrupt doctor, because they want masculine or feminine to be with all this mental health magic and these hospital spells. 34, masculine or feminine, locked up in some sort of mental hospital, okay, or need some sort of mental health evaluations because of what they're doing, so then they can get a corrupt doctor to PERISON. Inboxing your followers or like your friends on social media to turn them against you. like to get spell work done on you. Law officials took bribes under the table to turn a blind eye, and then losing the jobs because they was all involved with an evil cousin who locked onto you to take your wealth. And we've got a bank assistant and an accountant involved in money laundering, and there's an evil mother figure involved doing spell work on children. 8 of Pentacles. The child there, they've been working on the child or children, and here is the Magician card in reverse. They've been doing black magic on the children, and they will be convicted in court, okay, because they've been getting watched, and they wanted to claim you as incompetent. And then we've got a failure of a police officer never solves a crime. They just want to be in this power position so they can protect the coven or the cult pals and anyone who robs a life out of premeditated robbery, forcing power of attorney, taking other people's wealth. They'll take money under the table, them and their pals. Want to claim you as incompetent. That could be with a Hierophant in reverse, a corrupt judge, as well as some sort of coven cult leader, to take some sort of power of attorney so they can launder and embezzle money because they've locked onto masculine or feminine to take their wealth, and evil cousin is involved. We've got they're losing their jobs, these law officials who took bribes under the table because they was all involved, lawyers, judges, solicitors, attorneys, all involved, all losing the job, linking to a narcissistic family who they have no emotions. The only emotions they have is feeling sorry for themselves. With this pity party. Feeling sorry for themselves. So they like to cause carnage, alright? They like to do family hexes and curses, but if it bounces back onto them, they want everybody cooing around them, feeling sorry for them, giving them all the compassion, because narcissists, they like empaths. And with what they're doing, they want to see you begging on your knees, coming back to them and asking them for help. They want to see you on your knees begging them for help or something like that. And they could be giving some sort of gifts out, it's come out that they've already been giving some sort of gifts or money to corrupt law enforcement to avoid judgment. And they took a bribe. Now they're going to have to sell their home. Some of these people, they're either getting 6 to 10 years in prison. Some are getting more than 6 to 10 years. They teamed up to take you down for money. And then some are getting life in prison without parole. And they paid for a HIT with CRACK ball. They've been doing beauty spells, glamour spells and SCX magic occur because they want to be seen as beautiful. They want to be seen as glamorous. They want masculine or feminine to look like an absolute wreckage. Okay, not get a decent night's sleep. Alright, not love yourself, not take care of yourself. They want you to have breakouts. They want your teeth to fall out. They want your hair to fall out. Because they don't want no one looking at you and thinking that you are good looking in any type of way. But somebody in this connection, for them to be doing beauty spells so masculine or feminine doesn't look good, then masculine or feminine must actually look good naturally. And they don't like that. They don't like that. And we've got they cry themselves to sleep. They cry themselves to sleep. But they wanted you to be in that energy. They are still planning next attack. So they may have gone quiet, okay, but they are still trying to link together to plot and plan their next attack, okay, launching beauty spells, okay, glamour spells, sex magic. I don't know. Live the life of luxury or for your wealth. And Seven of Swords in reverse, they've been caught out. They've been splash spending. They've been splash spending. Three of Swords in reverse, they might be like, I'm real depressed, I'm depressed, I'm real depressed, and that was the only thing that made me happy. Then we've got a lot of corruption and injustice, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. They wanted to come out of poverty, alright, so they collaborated together. And Six of Cups in reverse, they got really childish. Four of Pentacles, they was being really mean, very possessive, very controlling, alright. They was lying to take hold of some sort of wealth. Very mean, very possessive, very controlling. A lot of corruption and injustice, what they want to keep secret, because they don't want this cycle to be complete. They want this cycle to constantly up and running, so they can come on in, take anything and leave masculine or feminine lacking money, okay, lacking ideas, lacking forward movement. And then they was working together with the Eight of Pentacles to say masculine or feminine is lacking any sort of incompetence, because they don't like masculine or feminine being balanced, okay, in some sort of healing and being passionate. They just wanted to be mean, possessive and controlling. Seven of Swords in reverse. So they've been caught out a few times. Five of Cups, they're going to lose everything. And with the Tower in reverse, their bank account's going to get drained. Okay. Two of Pentacles, they just wanted to transfer money onto themselves, transfer this destiny, transfer this power onto themselves. And then we've got Two of Swords, masculine or feminine could have got mad because they knew something about this Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and then they've just tried to play the mental game. And then doing love spells, love me again. Start up a cycle with me again. Love me again. Take me back. They're lacking any compassion or any remorse, okay? And they're lacking anything because they're actually, with the Four of Pentacles, they're very demonically possessed. Again, could be an ex. Star card in reverse. They're very unhealed. And again, they're an absolute nightmare. Sacrificed a baby for power and clout, so they end anybody for some sort of power, for some sort of clout, and they give each other pats on the back. And they start celebrating, linking to a corrupt judge who likes to sacrifice babies. They like living the life of luxury, so that's like Mammon or Osmodus or something like that, where they like to make deals with darkness to live a life of luxury. And they're dying and needing to feed an entity because they've made deals with darkness. So then this entity constantly wants feeding. It constantly wants more sacrifices, okay? Men, women, children, babies, they constantly, we've got a corrupt judge, sacrificed a baby for clout. So probably linking to Freemasons or Eastern Stars, or a spin-off from the Freemasons, Eastern Stars, who like to sacrifice babies. Oh my God. Six of Wands in reverse, they could also be involved in human haunting parties, and again, sacrificing. So they will just set on off, okay? And then they try, and with the Eight of Swords in reverse, they try and get masculine or feminine locked up for crimes by creating a lot of illusions, because that's what they like to invest in. Then we've got the Eight of Wands in reverse, always pulling off masculine or feminine's energy, creating illusions, because they probably want masculine or feminine to get locked up for crimes they've not committed, because a corrupt judge, okay, keeps signing warrants out, or was at some point signing warrants out to keep getting masculine or feminine locked up and systematically abused, because they think they're above the law and they think that they can avoid judgment. Which is ridiculous. So probably is linking to Freemasons. Baphomet rituals. So because they're in like Baphomet energy, mundane, materialistic, they do a lot of hexes, a lot of curses, and then if you speak out, okay, mention them in any way, shape or form, with that Seven of Wands that came out previous, they don't want you to stand up for yourself, and if you do, that's it. This corrupt judge is signing out warrants for arrests after all these hexes, after all these curses, after all these sacrifices, and helping an ex. With a Chariot in reverse, they want you to take some sort of control, and they want to see you lose some sort of control and lacking some sort of balance in your life, because they're demonically possessed. And it's a full family, okay, who's demonically possessed. And they don't care. They honestly don't care, and they like to play victim, so they're very good at playing the victim. And how I've laid this card, we've got the Ten of Cups, Ten of Swords, and the Two of Cups in reverse. If this is linking to an ex, well, I'm getting that it is, for some. Seven of Cups, they like to do a lot of spell work, illusions, confusions. Ten of Swords can be about hexes. And if it is an ex who masculine or feminine shares child or children with, going back to they are doing work on the children, they will literally hex and curse their own child or their own grandchildren, to get back at the other mother or father who doesn't want to be with them. So they are willing to hex their own child or children as a form of attack, and they think it's hilarious to keep investing in spell work, okay, and spreading nothing but bad news. Ace of Cups in reverse, and then the Four of Cups, because they're lacking love. And the only way that they feel some sort of love or get some sort of love is when they're working through spell work, doing these love spells and love potions on people. And we've got like some sort of chaos magic, which has been revealed with the Moon card. In reverse, they've been doing chaos magic, and they want masculine or feminine to be traumatised for life, so nobody comes in with a romantic love offer or any sort of gesture to a sword in reverse, seeing through that. Oh my lord. Because they want you to lose love. They've got like no love in their destiny, okay? So they want to swap that, and they want to have love in their destiny instead. They want their cup to be full. But the heartless, the soulless, they want their cup to be full by doing some sort of a destiny or energy swap. Stupid. Because they're committed to taking this prosperity, this energy and this money. That's what they're committed to, by doing a lot of black magic. And then they're trotting around acting all successful. We've got a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio who's also heartless, okay, who wants to keep acting all successful, a lot of money, linking to family, who's always trying to look on in to see what's coming from masculine or feminine, and they don't want that to be brought to the light. They don't want masculine or feminine know that they are looking into their destiny. Queen of Swords in reverse, and we've got Eight of Wands. There's some sort of forward movement, what they're seeing. And then there could be some sort of law official, King of Swords, with the Ten of Wands, who's gathering some sort of evidence. Gathering some sort of evidence. This could be somebody who works within the justice system. Could be working to gather some sort of evidence on the ones who's playing games in this secret cult or coven. And they always wanted to bring some sort of drama, make masculine or feminine look like a trouble causer, because they didn't want to have to work with the Queen of Pentacles in the West. So then they're like, oh, it's masculine or feminine's fault, look at them, they're just kicking off for nothing, while they're stealing a substantial large amount of money to a sort of investing through that. While they're stealing a substantially large amount of money, okay, and trying to sacrifice masculine or feminine multiple times, and doing spell work. And now they could actually, with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, be getting kicked out. They could be getting kicked out. Five of Cups. They could actually be losing their position in this cult or coven. Because with the Death card in reverse, they could have failed to end masculine or feminine. And they could have been something where they joined this cult or coven, and in this cult or coven, they had to sacrifice this masculine or feminine, okay? And because it can't be done, or get masculine or feminine locked up in prison for a crime they've not committed for life, and because it can't be done, and they're being exposed by the justice system, they're the ones who's going to prison for life. They've been working to try and block some sort of unity, working to try and block some sort of unity, working to try and block some sort of business, okay, with Queen of Pentacles, whether you are masculine or feminine, working to block some sort of business, okay, working together to keep bringing some sort of drama to stop some sort of adventures, because they, with this Five of Pentacles, they just want masculine or feminine to be a constant victim to what they're doing whilst they're playing the victim. So they're always playing the victim whilst they're always victimising masculine or feminine time and time again. But they don't want it to come to light. I've got Queen of Swords in my ass. Who doesn't want to apologise for what they've done because they're so arrogant. Seven of Swords in reverse. And they've been caught out. This could be Libra, Gemini or Aquarius. They've been caught out victimising, okay, maybe in some sort of messages. Because they're mentally unstable. And there's unrequited love there. So that's why they keep trying to, but they're the type of people who throughout childhood, throughout their full life, they've always played the victim. They've always played the victim while they're always spying, spying on messages as well, or trying to spy through some sort of messages. They're always playing victim. They've got a proper victim mentality. Creating some sort of illusions to let your guard down, let one of them back into your life, because they want to know what masculine or feminine is working on now with this prosperity, with this coinage, because they want that as well. Oh my lord. So because they took a lot of money, they just want to be able to keep coming back and back to back like robberies, back to back trying to sacrifice, back to back them playing the victim Submission magic. Someone wants you to submit to them and allow them to have their way with you. So back to back, like robbery, robbing the life out of masculine or feminine, victimising masculine or feminine countless times, a lot of corruption and justice, submit to them, bow down to them, because they have some sort of God complex. So we've got Marine Kingdom. Someone is making offerings to marine spirits to gain power against you, because they want power and dominion, because they need to feed a screaming entity. Okay. With this spying in reverse, they could have been going to a reader for readings, and then this reader has picked up that they have an obsession and that they've been doing dark spell work on masculine or feminine, making them a victim. So they could actually be refusing to do readings. So I am getting like there's a reader who's refusing to do readings for them anymore, because they've picked up that they're in some sort of dark cult or a dark coven, and that they have some sort of obsession. Then we've got talk too much. Someone will tell on themselves and reveal their true feelings and intentions towards you. So then they'll go on to anybody who does dark spell work, and they've been doing candle magic. So someone has been doing candle magic work on you. As their flame burns, their energy increases. So they'll be lighting a candle with bad intentions because they want to feed off masculine or feminine's energy and cloak themselves. In masculine or feminine's energy, because they are divine. You are divinely protected. So you are being protected by divine beings. They see what you aren't able to see and cut it off before it can reach you. So if you've been under attacks and you've been feeling these attacks, a lot of these attacks are being blocked, reversed, returned to sender. Okay. Look. All in your mind. You are clear of psychic attacks and the evil eye during this time. Continue cleansing your energy. So your mother, your mother. There could be a mother involved. All right. That's like another one for mother, but I didn't mean to come out like that. Like, so yeah, psychic attacks and evil eye. There has been a lot of attacks. There has. But they always get instant karma. But they don't believe in karma. Like these backfires, they don't think it's because of what they've been doing. But then when there is a backfire and things are fucking on up and going wrong for them, they want to go to the pals, the coven pals or the cult pals or the family members or the kids or something, and like, feel sorry for me, got this going down in my life, and feel sorry for me because there's this going on. Rather doing submission magic on the children as well. Because they... because they're just not all bloody there in their head, are they? Doing it on the children. Because they're even jealous of the child or children as well. So it's someone who's just very jealous. Someone who's jealous of who you are and the accomplishments you've made. And they really don't want you to have this protection. They don't want you to keep cleansing your energy. They want this protection to be dropped around you because they're getting mad. They don't want you to heal. We've got healing energy work. They do not want you to do no healing energy work because they want to do another family curse. Nowhere. And then a love spell. So they're probably doing love spells on the child or children. Yeah. Making out like they love the child or children while they're jealous of the child or children. Or because there's like a mother figure and a father figure involved in this. This mother figure, father figure has always been jealous of you since a child, and they've always been doing dark spell work, and then they always get instant karma. Mad. Just madness. Absolute madness. a lot of spiritual attacks. They're more love spells. They don't want you to use any, well, type of light magic, 5959, white magic, light magic. They don't want you to transmute that negative, dark energy back into light. They don't want you to be an alchemist, an alchemist. Just constant love attacks. So someone is attacking your love relationships. They want to disrupt all your, can't get it out. all areas of your love life, platonic and romantic, because they don't want you to have no romantic offers. Because if they go to a reader and they see that masculine or feminine has another masculine or feminine coming towards them, they are straight on these spiritual attacks, okay? They are straight up trying to create some blockages, sending low vibes, what they don't want you to clear out. So then, masculine or feminine, if they do have a romantic connection coming towards them, they're just going to move straight on because there's too much drama, too much negative energy, too much toxicity. So this is why they want masculine or feminine to just be trapped on this cycle where they come on in, they take all this luxury, they take everything masculine or feminine has been working for, alright? Someone abroad has your ID and posing to be you in another country. And they got caught paying a dark witch for spell work. So they're just ridiculous. These cults and these covens, they're just absolutely ridiculous, but they're all heartless, they're all soulless. Heartless and soulless. But they keep getting caught out, either by the justice system or the divine, definitely the divine, and definitely Archangel Michael. Definitely. They're always getting caught